hopefully it works. Like I said, my motherboard should be Windows 11 compatible, so I don't think we'll have any problems. Okay, hopefully I can salvage my old data. Okay, I got the USB drive installed. So what I'm gonna want to do is go to UEFI. Okay, we want to make sure that's UEFI, and then what we want to do is make sure. Go to advanced, go to boot, and make sure one of the options is USB key. There we go. Windows 10. What the heck? Okay, well it's not Windows 10. It's Windows. It should be Windows 11. I'm gonna be angry if that's not right. Okay. I think that's what it's called. It's a key, right? Key or a USB something. Okay, well whatever. I think that's it right there. It sees it right there. So okay, and we're gonna go put yes. And then we're gonna want to do F11. Okay. So I want to make sure my Windows CD isn't in there. Okay, so it's going to start. So it only sees the key because I put it in UEFI. I hope that means we can still see our data from Windows 7, man. I'll be pissed off if I lose all my data. Alright, so we're going to click this UEFI Windows 10. Why does it say Windows 10, man? I don't know. It kind of worries me. But anyway, here we go. It's loading files. It's lots. It looks just like the Windows 7 install, but it says Windows 11. Hopefully it doesn't crash or anything. Ooh, what was that? Okay. All right. Well, hey, it didn't crash. We've gotten farther than we did with the Windows 7 install. Okay. All right. English. US next. Okay, install now. Oh, I'm excited, man. It's working. Okay, now I gotta put the Windows key and all that stuff. I'll go ahead and do that. All right. See you guys after. Okay, bad news, guys. I put the key in and it says this PC can't run Windows 11. This PC doesn't meet the system requirements to install this version of Windows. For more information, how am I supposed to go here, man? Oh, let me go into it. Let me go there with my phone. I don't understand why I can't install it. My computer this is like the newest shit. So okay, guys. So I figured out what the problem is. I think I haven't tried again, but so it tells you how to enable the TPM. All right, you need to use TPM 2.0, and it was disabled. All right, so I had to go to the BIOS again, and then you have to go to security device support and then enable AMD CPU FTPM. Okay, and so now it should work, right? Let's hope so. All right, good luck, HadesOmega. All right, what a hurdle this is, man. Jeez, just okay. Here we go. Install now. Setup is starting. Come on. You can do it. You can do it, buddy. Come on. Ah, it wants me to put the key in. Okay, let me put the key in. All right, I hit it. No, it still can't do it. It says PC still can't run. I'm like, are you shitting me? What's next? Aw, damn it. All right, hold on. Let me figure out what else is wrong. This system should be able to run it, man. I don't know what is going on here, man. All right. Let me go look more into it. Alright, hey, HadesOmega here. So, man, it's been like an hour or two, and I've been trying to get this thing to run, and it won't do it, man. What a pain in the ass it is. I hate this Windows 11, man. It sucks ass, man. I'm telling you. My buddy offered to let me use his Windows 10, but I want to see if I can get this Windows 11 in here, okay? I don't even know if it's gonna be able to read all my other stuff. That's another problem. I need all my data and shit, you know. So I hope I can still do all that stuff. Well, if anything, we can always install like another Windows installation, is what I want to say, like an older one. But I'd like to see if I can get this Windows 11 running, so I don't have to worry about this security updates and all that crap. Anyway, I bought a thumb drive, right? So I bought this SanDisk thumb drive, right? So I could use it with my phone because it has a Type C and a Type A port on it. But anyway, that's besides the point. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna use it to update my BIOS is what I'm gonna do, all right? So I'm kind of like at my wit's end right now, man. It won't do anything, man. So I looked at the BIOS on this. The BIOS says September 26, 2021. All right. And the latest, I checked the latest BIOS on the MSI website, and it says the latest BIOS is 3/21/2023. So literally like 2 weeks ago or something, less than 2 weeks ago, they released a new BIOS, all right? And then I was looking at the history of the BIOS updates, and it says Windows 11 compatibility, all right? And I looked at it, and it was in a later BIOS update than the one that's on my computer. So that leads me to believe the previous owner that had this motherboard probably didn't use Windows 11, man. I think they used Windows 10, I guess, or Windows 8 or whatever, you know. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and give it a try. So what I did is I downloaded the newest BIOS file, all right, the one that was this, you know, that one from like 2 weeks ago, and then I copied it onto this thumb drive, all right, and then we're gonna run the M-Flash hardware, the M-Flash BIOS software on the BIOS, and then we're gonna update the BIOS, all right. So hopefully it'll be okay. So now, updating the BIOS is one of those things that you shouldn't do unless you're having problems with some kind of compatibility issues with some kind of hardware or software. Well, we've got software slash hardware compatibility between freaking Windows 11 and the computer I just built, all right? So there's two major things that you need to be able to install Windows 11 is you need to have a TPM 2.0 chip module on your computer, and this supposedly has it, all right? And it's enabled, all right? And then you also need to enable secure boot, all right? And you need a UEFI like a drive system or something. So but this computer has all of that, all right? Why does it work? I don't know. Everything is enabled, and everything is enabled, and it should do it. But every time I go in, it says you can't install Windows 11. It's not compatible. I'm like, well, screw you. I've tried everything, man. So the last thing I'm gonna try is to update the BIOS. All right. Hopefully that'll do the trick. That's what a lot of people are saying. If you're having problems, just try to update your BIOS. So, but like I said, it's one of those things that you don't want to do unless you have to, all right? And then we kind of have to, so because like it could break your system, you know, type of thing. So hopefully it'll be good. All right, I'll let you guys know how it goes. Yeah, man, I hate to say it, I wish that we had installed freaking Windows 10 instead, man. Okay, I'm gonna put the drive in. You know what? I'm gonna restart it after I put the drive in. I know this BIOS screen, I've been staring at it like for hours. Hit delete. Okay, we're back in here. We got to go to M-Flash. Actually, we didn't have to do that. I think it was going to restart anyway. So hit M-Flash. System will auto reboot and enter flash mode. Yes. Okay. Oh wow, that's crazy. It literally shut the computer off and it turned it back on. It didn't just do like a soft restart. It did a hard restart. Like, I've never seen the computer do that before. Right. Oh yeah, that's my Windows key right there. Okay, now it just you got to go into the M-Flash mode. Okay, it's entering flash mode, and then we just got to select where the file is. Okay, there it is. It sees it. So it says USB, and then it shows all the directory and stuff. And we want to go to this one, right? E7C84AMS. Okay, that's the file that we're looking for. Are you sure you want to select this file? Yes. All right, here we go. Do it. Don't shut down or restart the system. I'd imagine if you selected the wrong file, it probably wouldn't do anything, right? The file is 17 megabytes, guys. Kind of a big file. Alright, don't turn it off and don't unplug the thumb drive. Well, it's good to see my USB ports are working. I'd imagine this shouldn't take very long, but you guys can watch it with me in real time. So you guys can see what it looks like to update a MAG X570 Tomahawk Wi-Fi BIOS. Okay. So we're gonna, it looks like we're gonna install, oh, this is actually not 321, that's weird. It says we're gonna go from version 1.83 to version 1.Charlie0. Okay, I don't know what that means. But the date of the BIOS file is 3/13/2023. So a few weeks ago is when this BIOS came out. Maybe they didn't release it until the 21st, but that's the date that's on the BIOS file. Here you can see the CPU temp 30C 80 or 86F. That sounds pretty hot, doesn't it? And the CPU speed is 700 RPM, not very fast at all. So it must not be very hot. All right, what was it? 75C is when it gets to max speed. So it's the only thing I can gather from this screen. It sure is taking a while. This has got to be like the longest BIOS update I've ever seen. But you know, these new hardware are so complex, you know, so it's just how it is. I hope we don't have like a power outage or anything right now. It says the mouse and the keyboard would be locked during updating, so you won't be able to do anything with the mouse or keyboard. So you can't accidentally like quit or exit. So I hope I'm downloading the right BIOS. I just picked the newest one, alright? So you can see it's 2023. The year is 2023. The last one, what was it? 2021. So the last time the last BIOS was like 2 years ago, okay? So probably when this thing was brand new, is what I'm saying. So, yeah, so Windows 11 came out a little more than a year ago. Came out in 2021, pretty much when this motherboard came out. So that's got to tell you maybe there has some kind of compatibility update or something that they had to update in the future, so it would be more compatible with Windows 11. Supposedly it should be compatible with Windows 11, honestly. So yeah. Yep, get your popcorn out, man. We're almost at 50%, guys. This is a BIOS updating vlog session here. So yeah, how I did this was I used this computer right here. All right, I have a laptop with Windows 8 on it. All right, and that's what we used, type of thing. So there she is. It's not. This is actually my traveling laptop. Is what I do. The only purpose that this laptop serves is to download videos off of my cameras. That's it. And store the videos while I'm traveling. Because I can't, you know, the memory cards run out of data if you don't keep on downloading them, type of thing. So this guy's got, I think, 320 gigabyte SSD drive on it. Okay, and then I've got like those external SSD drives to add extra capability. Extra space, you know. Space is the name of the game. In my opinion. Okay. Anyway, yeah, so what we did is we went to, it's at 60 something percent. We went to the MSI website. Okay, this is the MSI website. You can kind of look at they got a little video here, a tutorial video on how to flash your BIOS. I watched that before this. So there it is, 321, 2023. I downloaded that one. It's about 18 megabytes. Took a long time. The Wi-Fi card on this computer sucks. So the big update with this one is something Agesa combo something, and patch potential security vulnerabilities of AMD Ryzen CPUs. So that sounds pretty important. All right, and the one before that, update to Agesa combo again. By the way, it uses an AMI BIOS. All right, AMI's still making BIOS chips. Update Agesa again. Change the default setting of secure boot. So secure boot is one of those things you need to install Windows 11. All right, Windows Secure Boot has to be enabled. All right, so that's why it changed the default setting to enable the Secure Boot, because you need that for Windows 11. Okay, now I get support for Ryzen 7 5800X3D. That's a very good processor. I saw that was like a $500 processor today when I went to Best Buy. It's nuts. What else? Windows 11 support. There you go. So 1/6/2022. So that's, remember, the BIOS on my motherboard was from 2021. All right, so this is already 2022. So this is already newer, and then they're adding Windows 11 support. So that could potentially be why we can't install Windows 11. Okay, and then it says update AMD combo. I think our BIOS is actually newer than this one here. So my motherboard must have shipped out around this time. That's what I say. All right, because all of these are kind of old now. Okay, improve USB device compatibility. Something. Maybe the previous owner must have done some kind of update. That's what I'm thinking, because the latest BIOS, yeah, the latest BIOS, or the oldest, is from 2020. All right, and we have a 2021 BIOS. Okay. So anyway, we're here at 92%. We're almost done. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this BIOS update, guys. So we're updating from a 2021 BIOS to a 2023 BIOS, all right? Like 2 years later. And then somewhere in between, it says Windows 11 compatibility. So I'm thinking that's probably our problem. Our BIOS is not up to date, all right? We need a newer BIOS to be able to run it. So when this board came out, it probably came out right before Windows 11 came out, okay? But it has okay, it just shut off. It has the necessary stuff to, oh, it just turned on, okay? That's really weird. I wonder why it does that, man. It literally shuts the computer off all the way. All the fans, everything turns on, and then it turns off. And then it just turns itself back on. I've never seen my computer do that before. I guess maybe that's what this does. Hopefully it starts up. I got nothing, dude. It doesn't even post. Oh, there we go. There we go. Woo! I thought for a second it wasn't going to start up, man. Okay, we'll go to the BIOS and check to see if the update worked. Obviously it worked. It's doing something. Doing this beep boop boop stuff. Oh, are we good? Yeah, there we go. Ah, it worked. All right. BIOS version 3/13/2023. All right. By the way, my mom's birthday is on 3/13. And then there's the BIOS version right there. Okay, so now we've got the newest version. All right, HadesOmega is going to go poke around in here to make sure all the settings are right. Then we're going to try to install Windows 11 again. Wish me luck. Okay, there we go. So this looks different. Everything else looked pretty much the same, but this looks different. It says TPM 2.0 device found, all right? And that tells you what the firmware version is, and it's AMD. And then, so here, I think here there was only like 2 settings that you could do. And then now it's got all these other settings and stuff, okay? I'm not going to mess around with them. I'm just going to leave them how they are, all right? Hopefully that'll do the trick, okay? So I think I'm going to go try, all right? So I'll let you know how it goes. Okay, wish me luck. I just put the key in and hit next. Yes! Yes, it worked! Woo! I got it! Finally! Oh my god, you don't know how much I was stressing out on. Okay, I'm gonna try to install Windows 11 and I'll let you guys know how it goes. But that's not the screen that normally pops up. The screen that pops up is, sorry, your computer's not compatible with Windows 11. Better go fix something. Woo! Alright, so BIOS update did the trick, guys. So, yeah, that's what I figured, man. I looked at the BIOS history and I thought, yeah, it's probably too old. Maybe we need a new one. And there it is. Latest update is June 2021. What is that supposed to mean? Like, that's a long time ago. Anyway, let's try to install it and I'll let you guys know how it goes. Hopefully I can retrieve my data too, man. Alright, okay, it got done installing the files and it like did some setup thing and now restarted it and now it's doing this scan disk type thing. It's going through all my drives, so I hope it's not gonna delete any of my data that's on my hard drives. I hate to say it, I think I should have disconnected my hard drives first, alright? Because everything is gonna go on a fresh install on that new SSD drive that I just installed. Okay, so I don't know why it's doing this, you know, it's not installing it on those drives, so, but maybe it just wants to double check all the drives are fine, you know. It looks like there was something wrong with one of the drives, so it was repairing some stuff, so. Yeah, so anyway, I have backups of all those drives right here, so it's not a big deal, but the latest stuff is on those drives. So is on the drives that are inside the computer right now, right? So I'm kind of like, what the heck, I should have just disconnected that. That's what I don't want to happen. I don't want to lose my data, all right? So hopefully it's not formatting my drives or something. It says it's fixing the drives. I wonder what it's doing, man. Like, was there something wrong with those drives? I tried disconnecting all of them and connecting. Maybe the previous motherboard messed them up when the controller or whatever crashed on that motherboard. So yeah. Okay, anyway, that's what it's doing right now. Wish me luck. Oh, some stuff is happening. Alright, it's done scanning the drives. Now it's saying getting devices ready. This is kind of cool. This is like a new experience for me. What does a modern operating system, you know? I mean, honestly, what other alternatives are there besides Windows, right? Linux? Chrome? Yeah? Well, there's not really that much else other than, you know, Windows. I've been using Windows for like so long, you know, so it's what I'm used to. Anyway, yep, so it's still got the MSI kind of logo up there. That's conquered the battlefield. Remember, it's a gaming motherboard, so that's its kind of theme and all that. All right. Oh, there we go. It's doing something. Okay. I hope it didn't mess my drives up, man. Kind of. Okay, it's doing this. Now it did warn me. It did warn me that this is going to happen a couple times. It's going to restart a few times, so. Oh, there it is. I am from the United States. Okay, well, I'm going to go set this up. Yes, US standard. And I'll let you guys know how it turns out. Do you want to set a second keyboard layout? No. America. Okay, so one of the first things I got to do when I get this thing running is I need to download all the drivers and, you know, the graphics card driver, the motherboard drivers, all that stuff. Chances are most of the stuff is probably good, you know. Yeah, okay, mine's gonna be called HadesOmega, right? Okay. It's the name of my computer, HadesOmega. Okay. Yeah, anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go update the all the drivers and stuff as much as possible. I'm sure it's probably trying to do it right now, but I'm gonna go to the website and try to get the latest stuff, all right? Especially for the motherboard, you know. But it looks like it's running okay, so. So one of the things I'm worried about is if the Ethernet card is gonna work, all right? So that's what I have hooked up right now, the Ethernet. So it looks like it can access the internet just fine, so we'll see. Oh, well, look at that, guys. I got it working. Haha! So there we go. Windows 11 now works on my new computer. There is like no way I could have got this to work with my old computer anyways, all right? Because I needed a new motherboard and CPU for this, so what a pain in the ass. I had to jump through a lot of hoops to get this to work, okay? But yeah, ultimately what solved it was the BIOS update. I don't know why Windows 7 didn't work. But anyway, you might be wondering why this looks like my primary desktop and this is like a secondary desktop, but there's actually like two desktops too. There's like a bar here and here. While I was doing things with the computer, I forgot I had this hooked up to it. All right, my TV is hooked up to it also. So I what's the word? I didn't know, the screen just went black, and I was like, oh, what happened? There's nothing on the screen. So I went and I turned the computer off. I restarted it. And I was like, wait a minute, you know what? And then it started up black again. I was like, what the heck, man? And then so I turned this on and I was like, oh, sure enough, that's where it wanted me to fill out all stuff. I had to put stuff, I had to sign up for a new Microsoft account. I linked it to my phone, so now I have a Microsoft account and a Google account. Oh my god, what a pain in the booty, man. And then, what else? And then it just downloaded some drivers and stuff. So the first thing I'm going to do is, yeah, I'm going to see if make sure if all my data is still here and I can access my old hard drives. I'm going to start hooking up my external hard drives to see if I can get to that. And then, and yeah, so to make sure I can recover my data, that's what I want. That's the most important part because I need that data to make videos, man. So, all right, and yeah, obviously I got to get all the video editing stuff set up. Yeah, there is a lot of stuff to do, but I think the first thing to do is make sure all the drivers are good to go. I'm gonna see if there's any stuff I have to download from NVIDIA or anything I have to download for and I'm not sure how that works because this is Windows 11. It's different, you know. So yeah, I'll have to see if I can install some of my old software. Yeah, I have no idea how any of this stuff works. Remember, I went from Windows 7 to Windows 11, all right, guys? So that's like a huge jump, all right? Huge jump, all right? We went from, we went from Windows 8, we skipped to 9, right? There's no 9, there's a 10, and then there's 11. So I'm like 3 operating systems. So that's like almost like 30 years of operating system, right? that we had to go through type of thing. Okay, anyway, so there we go. It works. What a pain in the ass, man. I'm telling you. Why the Windows 7 installation didn't work, I don't know, man. I would have liked to get that Windows 7 running again and then upgrade to Windows 11, all right? But unfortunately, I think the best thing to do would have been just to do a clean install. So that's what I did. I did a clean install. So now I gotta go I gotta install Chrome and all that stuff, man. What a pain in the booty. Yeah, it's like I have a brand new PC, man. Like, look at all this stuff here. Microsoft Edge, Office, man, I wonder if I can use any of this stuff. Can I use any of my old software? That's what I want to know. So we'll see about that. All right. Well, anyway, mission accomplished. I'm pretty happy with the results. We'll see how I like this Windows 11, and hopefully I can get to my old stuff. I will have an update clip about how it all went after this clip. All right. So, all right. See you guys then. Alright, so but anyway, this is what makes this all worth it. No updates available. Alright, I have the current. So ever since Windows 7 had run out of support, I haven't been able to update. And every once in a while I'll get some kind of update, I know, but like it's just like, I know it's probably not very important update. Alright, so I'm getting, my computer is up to date and protected now. So that's one thing that is kind of running in the back of my mind. Oh, I wonder if there's hackers. Maybe I was the victim of a cyber attack. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna say. That's probably what happened to my other computer. I'm not sure, man, but yeah. Well, here we are, and we're protected now. All right.